Hey guys, I'm here. I'm fighting with the computer right now. Just a second ago, I can't read the chat or anything. Here, not a minute and a half ago, the screen completely went black. So I'm trying to get it fixed right now. Just bear with me, so I can actually read the chat and know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with it. I'm gonna have to shut the computer down and restart it, I guess. Tell you what, this day gets any better, I swear to God, I'm going to find a bus and crawl underneath it. Wow, it's going 50 mile an hour down the road. So like I said, right now I can't read chat or anything else. The computer screen is completely dead. Now we just got to wait for it to fire back up. So I hope everybody else had a good Wednesday. Mine's been just absolutely peachy. Now we're getting a picture back, I think. Sadly enough, it's only going to take 20 minutes to start back up again. But I hope everybody else had a good Wednesday and are not going through half the problems that I am. Come on. It don't take nothing this long to start back up. All right, we have that. Now let's get the little icons in the taskbar so I can get the internet fired back up again. All right. There's that. This thing takes longer to turn on than an 80-year-old one. Restore. Okay. Come on. Come on. Come on. All right. Back over here. We're getting this. We're getting it. There's that. There's that. Look at that face. Look at that little punum. Oh, I should have known. There goes that. All right. this, copy that, put that there, make sure that's right. Blah, 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 blah. All right, there's that. Then we can share it out. And there it goes. And it's going the wrong way. There's that. There's that. All right, now I can go through here and see all who's here. Let me see here. There is Sonny. There's KG. There's Trapper. Josh Gosh. Candy. Steven Sheets. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. There's Dev. Okay. Got everybody thus far. Booyah. Like I said, I hope everybody's having a better Wednesday than I am. I started feeling real sick this morning. Went in, laid down, couldn't fall asleep. Tonight, the wife decided she was going to go visit her mom. Of course, 10 minutes after she left, Grandma, much like, I don't know, I hate to make the comparison, but much like the beloved family pet, is in the bedroom while I'm on the phone with my parents, and she's whining because Steph's been gone for hours. What's wrong with her? Where's she at? I said, you know, the same thing applies to your granddaughter that applies to the people that live across the street. Stay out of their business. You might live longer. I said, you're no good at spying on people. I said, when you're trying to figure out what the people across the street are doing, you go right out there, stand on the front porch and stare at their house. I said, she went to visit her mom. She'll be back. She's only been gone for 20 minutes. Oh, no, she's been gone like 3 or 4 hours. And then I come in here and the computer stops working. Ooh, even worse. Howdy, Paul. Oh, man. It's not a good day. I'll be glad when it's all said and done and over with and I get to go to Betty by tonight. I just had to make the hardest phone call I've ever had to make to beg and plead with my parents that are on Social Security to try to help us get the down payment for a car. Because she's been doing nothing all day long but shopping all the used car dealerships in the area within 25 miles to find a car, and everybody wants at least $4,000 down. If you want a decent car, they want about $5,000 down. My mom said, give them a call when we figure out what's going on. I did. I'm not doing it no more. From now on, we'll lump through. What's up, Treasure? Hope you're doing good. You know, of course, last week when Mom and I were joking about it, I told her, you know, it could be $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. She says, well, you know, we'll just take it out of your inheritance. And I told him, I said, well, you got to live another 20 years longer now to make sure that money gets put back in there. Since you put money in there out of every month's check. And tonight it turned out to be $5,000, and just to be on the safe side. And I thought she was going to have a stroke. She thought I was joking. Apparently, they've never bought a used car. They've never bought a used car. They buy them brand new. My mom and dad have got a credit that's astronomical. Their credits like almost 1,000. My mom can literally call the bank, make the 15-minute drive into town, and the money be sitting on the counter when she gets there without filling out paperwork for a loan. When they retired, moved back down to Tennessee, my mom called the bank down there, had all of her, opened the account over the phone, had her funds transferred down there. And when they arrived down there 3 days later, they had a $75,000 loan secured for a property they bought up there when they retired. That's how good my parents' credit is. That's good, Treasure. I'm glad you're doing good. But enough with that stuff. I don't even want to think about it anymore. Wednesday is almost over with. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to do anything. I ain't doing it. Ain't doing it. So, like I said earlier, I hope everybody had a good Wednesday. It is hump day. It is the end of hump day. For you lucky devils that don't have to work on the weekends, you got 2 days left. Never bought a new car. I'm not willing to pay the enormous property tax that goes to the new car. Property tax. Here in Michigan, all you do is pay your excise tax and stuff. But yeah, that's exactly where my headaches are coming from. Tell me about it. 99.9% of my headaches come from financial stress. The fact that my wife works, 40 some odd, 50 hours a week to put the food on the table, and I make videos. But I have, now who the heck just called me? It was Mr. Sheets calling me twice. Oh, yeah, it's sales tax. That's why we were going to go on and get another used car, or a used SUV. A car don't have the storage space we need for our trips up north and stuff. Not with 3 tents, cooler, chairs, tables, suitcases, stuff like that. She's looking at another SUV. Sadly enough, she's finding decently new ones, like within the last 10 years, right around the $30,000 mark, which will put payments at about $315 a month. So, but she just got a raise at work, and she got a brand new management position she'll be training for soon. So, with every thunderstorm, I guess there's a little silver line cloud somewhere. We have to pay yearly property on the vehicle even after you buy it. Wow. Yeah, we don't do that here. You pay sales tax when you purchase the car, or when you replace the sticker or something on the plate, things like that. And see, that's what I was trying to explain to my mom. She said, what's she driving now? I said she borrowed a Dodge from one of her friends that had the car sitting around, but she's going through $15 in gas a day. I mean, after all, it is a oh God, what is that? It's a Dodge. Not a Daytona. What are they using for police cars? A Dodge, Dodge. Somebody throw out a popular Dodge name because Charger. Thank you, KG. She's driving a 2003 Dodge Charger right now that takes about $45 to fill it up, and you go through about $15 in gas a day in it. She actually filled it up night before last, drove 15 miles to work and 15 miles back, and went through a quarter of a tank. So she won't be driving that thing very long. Remember last week when I was complaining about how much antifreeze we were going through a week? Now she's going through the same amount in gas. I told her it wouldn't do that if she actually kept it below 100 miles an hour when she was driving to work. And she said, well, it's kind of hard since the speedometer don't work and everything else. She goes, I have to use my my Google Maps to have a speedometer so I know how fast I'm going. Yeah, exactly, Tony. You know exactly. I mean, big bad old Suburban right there. Besides that, it's not our car, and not knowing when he's going to want it back or need it back or want it back, you know, we need to find something. So that's just the gist of that. I mean, what are you supposed to do? Yep, the computer screen's back on, dude. Been back on for 15 minutes. Yeah, a diesel. I can't imagine what it would be like if we had a diesel. Right now we're paying about $4.50 a gallon, and that's about the cheapest in town. So whenever I roll up gas pump, it's at least minimum $125, $4 a gallon. Probably 150 now. Yeah, might be. That's one thing I did like about the Saturn. She put $40 in that thing. She could drive it all week long on $40. Fill it back up again on Sunday night before she started her next week and make it to the next paycheck. Not anymore. Not when your gas went from 289 to 425 in a week. 450. I think it's 457 now. That's what it is here. But that's the pleasure of living in a small town too. They can gouge whatever they want to. No, it's not. It's 357. 357. 60 cents a gallon since the last fill. Needless to say, guys, I knew what my attitude was going to be like tonight, and I almost didn't do the stream, and I promised you guys I would. I skipped out on Monday night, and I decided piss on it. I was not going to skip out on another live stream. I enjoy them too much. I enjoy getting in here. You guys always have a way of calming me down. I don't know what it is. I can't explain it. I wish we could, KG. I really honestly wish we could. Sadly enough, it would take her about 2 hours to get to work in the morning. And on those cold mornings, that's going to be a long drive. Besides that, you can't have a horse in town. No hooved animals. Told her I wanted to get a couple pigs and just put like socks on them. That way nobody could see their feet. But, international group of researchers, welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well tonight. Yeah, any more haze way up there too. So let me flip some more light on here. I don't have a headache tonight. Of course, I might have spoke too soon on that one. International group of researchers. Why does that name sound familiar to me? I think I've seen some of your videos. Absolutely, positively wonderful, International. Thank you for asking. I really appreciate that. Doing really, really good. Got gas last Thursday, 385 a gallon. Hate to see what. Yeah, really. Yeah, gas is just unbearable these days. Everything is. We ran up to the store tonight to grab some things to try to get us through the next week, and could not believe how much prices have gone up on simple things. I mean, $2 a head for lettuce. Um, ground beef. Yeah, $3.85 a pound. Chicken. Then again, we only have one store in this little teeny tiny town, so they can pretty much do what they want with the prices. It's like we have a podcast on Facebook called Talking with the Source. I bet I've seen it. I bet I've seen it. That sounds very, very familiar to me. I still got over half a tank. I fear be next week. Yeah. Get a moped. They're cheap on gas. She wouldn't even know how to balance on one of those things. I mean, I grew up on bikes and stuff, but I don't even think she's ever been on a bike. So, shoot, Tony, around here, you can't find any shooting supplies. You can't find brass. You can find, well, I take that back. Six months ago, you could find black powder to do the reenactments, but nowadays, what we were paying $16 a pound for last year is almost $10 more a pound around here now, and people are still going out and buying it by the case. When the shipment comes in, they are selling out. It's just like brass was here 7 or 8 years ago. Yeah, exactly. 15 miles facing the wind going to work. She'd be frozen by the time she got there. But yeah, Terry, you're absolutely right. It's a big money grab. People are gouging everything. taking the prices up. And what's going on over in Europe right now isn't helping matters much, because everybody's afraid that it's going to be the beginning of big number three. You know, Russia don't want to step down. The Ukraine is wanting to join the EU now, and that's just going to cause even more advances on the Russian front. It's terrible. It's terrible. And these corporations in America is just taking advantage of it. Oh, wow. So, once again, new video coming out. Now, see, Tony, I don't think that's fair, because a lot of the Russian people themselves are against this. I just watched a video from one of the news agencies that are in the Ukraine right now, talking to a Russian soldier, and most of the Russian soldiers were made to believe this was an exercise. This was not an actual thing. And he was formally apologizing to the president of the Ukraine, to the Ukrainian people, everything. He said nobody that was actually doing the fighting knew that it was going to be a real battle until the very last day, when they were ordered to start moving out. So, light up, saying something like light up Moscow. I mean, that's really not fair, because there's a lot of the Russian people that are against him right now. It's just, how do you overthrow somebody who has the government protecting them? Last in stock primers I saw were 129 a thousand. But once again, on the positive side, it's 46 degrees here, so we're getting rain and not snow. Yeah, not enough to stop him. But like I said, how do you get to somebody that the government is protecting? The government don't want to stop him. They want that land. They want that territory. So, what's up, Caucasian? Hope you're doing good, bud. Half-Earn, welcome. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well tonight. Your 20-year prison sentence as a traitor to the state. That's because they've not got enough room for, 25 million traitors. I never brought my orange tree in. It never got cold here. We've had, yesterday was in the 50s, almost 60 degrees. Today was 49 degrees all day long. We're down to 46 right now, and we have rain coming. I know parts of the state of Michigan, it's got snow coming. The way I look at it, as long as it's nice on Saturday night when we do that big investigation in Stevensville, Michigan, I don't care. No one has ever done an investigation in this location before, even though it has decades of reported happenings. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. And like I said this morning, Half-Earn, I am absolutely wonderful. I am waiting for this weekend to come in and get started. Uh, 2 more days. 2 more days. Hope you're doing good, though. But like I was saying this morning, we actually got the green light for the largest live theater in South Bend, Indiana, the Morris Performing Arts Center. There is, once again, a large, I'm part of international group of researchers. Very cool. Very cool. Morris Performing Arts Center is going to be a really nice place. I think it seats like, it's either 26 or 3,600 people. It has the whole lower level, the main stage, and I believe it's got 2 or 3 balconies, plus other rooms and things. It's you can imagine going to the opera. This is the kind of place you would go to the opera at when you walk in the huge brass doors on the front of the place. The entire front lobby is nothing but granite and marble, polished granite. The big wraparound staircases on both ends, all the 2.5-story pillars that are inside this place. The huge mahogany doors with all the brass details and stuff on it. And like I said, this place is getting ready to celebrate its 100th birthday. And a lot of the employees, security, housekeeping, the regular employees have all reported activities in this place. So it's going to be really cool. That's going to come up on the 25th of April. Oh, I'd love to get into Ford's Theater. I would absolutely, positively love it. I love doing places like that, though. Old theaters, and around here in this area, there's no hospitals and stuff. To go to asylums, you have to travel a little bit to get to them. I guess that's one of my reasons for my aspirations of actually becoming big. We just, between the sensitives that we have in the group, we have our medium in the group. We never cease to find something if something is on that location. And we don't have to do like these big name television groups do about over dramatizing or overacting. I like to bring a normal, true investigation to you guys when I do the videos and stuff. So there's enough random noise in those big old buildings to scare the shit out of everyone. Yeah, but when you're in a building and you're with the only other person in the building, you've already locked the doors, everybody else has gone, and you shut the lights out in the main theater section, but yet you hear somebody walking across the stage. Since the stage is hardwood, you're getting that going across the stage, or you're hearing whispers down by the orchestra pit. Yeah, or you're down by the stage, getting all the cleaning done, running the vacuum, whatever. You just happen to turn around and look up the long aisleway towards the door, and you see a shadow move across the back of the room, knowing that there's no light projecting your shadow up there. So where's the shadow coming from? Just all kinds of little things like that. That's the stuff that we're going to go in and we're going to investigate. Holy Spirit. Who knows? Of course, like I said, we'll have a normal video out tomorrow, and we will have our Friday morning coffee and chat. And then don't forget, Friday night, we have got Chris and Dakota from Bald and Bonkers that are going to be our guests. Much like with me, you never know what we're going to talk about. Of course, guys and gals, don't forget about the big cash giveaway we got going on right now. It's going on up until the 29th of April. At the end of that Friday night live stream, that'll be the last donations accepted to go into the big cash giveaway. On the 30th, which is a Saturday, we'll do a special live stream at 7 o'clock p.m. And I will pick one person out of the chat who is present to win the whole pool, whatever's there. Right now, we got $7.50 in there still. Whether it's $7.50 or it's $700.50, one person gets it all, but they have to be present to win. So make sure to stick that on your calendar. Because it's just going to be one random name drawn. Each person that comes into the chat is going to be assigned a number. Their name's going to be written down next to that number. And I just might throw the numbers into a box or something and have my daughter come in here and pick a number. I think that'll be nice and random. Somebody say hello at work at the moment. Hello, Diva. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Hey, Bigfoot. Hope you're doing well tonight, bud. If you guys will excuse me for a second, I'm going to run to the pate de lou, seeing as how I didn't get to go before I started the stream because I was about ready to shoot my computer because it wasn't working, which makes it very, very hard to read the chat and stuff. So if y'all will like talk real nice amongst yourselves for just a minute or so, I'll be right back. Glove, 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 glove. A little bit of sweet Irish or sweet Italian cream. All right. Hey, Connie. Good to see you. Um, Heather, from what I understand, you're 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 very sensitive, though. Oh, it's going. It's going. All right, Tony. Have a good evening, bud. We'll talk to you later. Greetings to Colorado. But other than all the ranting and raving at the beginning of live stream, there's not much else going on. Not much else going on. Oh yeah, I got a little Slimer back over here. Okay, we're setting right. 7:20. Gonna be in Midland this weekend. What are you going up to Midland for? Oh wait, I know. The Midland Mall Comic Con. Yep. Yep, of course, you're going to be up there at Midland Mall. We're going to be over at Tosi's on Saturday night. Um, I got a feeling that's just going to be interesting. Then again, be honest with you, I wouldn't mind doing Midland Mall Comic Con. Oh, goodness gracious sakes. It's been a long day, guys. I don't know how I do it sometimes. I really don't. I don't, I can't, how am I going to bring my butt up there? Hitchhike? I mean, seriously, would you pick this up on the side of the road? I wouldn't. Yeah, I actually need to. I need to sit down and actually get the patches put on my jumpsuit. Um, need to find the mesh army style belt and my proton pack. There's always something. Yeah, exactly. Nobody wants to pick this up. Most people throw this out of their car going 65 miles down the interstate. Hell, my wife's threatened to throw me out along the interstate a few times. Keep telling her they'll either get her for animal abuse or littering. One, I'm not really sure which one. Probably both. Something. Because we're actually just a little bit south of Midland, where when we go up there to visit the family, we're only like 45 minutes or so south of Midland. And I've got friends up in Midland. So, all right, Danny, you have yourself a good dinner, bud, and we'll holler at you later. Yep, love you too, bud. So there y'all go. If you live in the mid-Michigan area, the Midland Mall Comic-Con is this weekend. I've heard Danny talk about this before. It sounds like it's going to be a pretty cool event. Like I said, if we didn't have the Toesies investigation on Saturday night, I'd try to find a way up to that event, just to Ghostbuster it up just a little bit with the guys. It's a good group of people to hang around with. They do a lot of really cool stuff for kids, movie premieres, children's hospitals, things like that. It's nice to see kids who were not around when the original Ghostbusters came out, watch their eyes light up when they see the Ghostbusters at a function of one kind or another. It's really cool. Really kind of makes you feel like you've accomplished something in life when you can make a child smile. Well, I mean, make a child smile without giving them something. I got my dino nuggets. I'm not saying anything. I have no clue what a dino nugget is. Is that what Wookiee calls them? Your dino nuggets? It's a chicken nugget. Well, why'd you call it a dino nugget then? Is it a dino nugget or is it a chicken nugget? I'm thinking so, Templar. I'm thinking so, but this girl talks in circles anyway. It's hard to follow her sometimes. She had a live stream going before we started this one, and I just once again just happened to go into the live stream right as Candy was talking about um, cutting herself into little pieces, and of course, I spoke up, and I said I thought all candy was best when it was cut into little pieces, or you eat it in little pieces. But I didn't know what they were talking about. I just jumped in, whatever it took to make them laugh. And sure enough, they started laughing. They're shaped like dinos. I got you. Yep, never seen those before. Had no clue what it was. But then again, you guys have to remember too where I live at. Though it's only a town of 3,500 people, during the summer months, we have Camp Ritchie folk out here by Diamond Lake that everybody converges on and opens up their houses for the first time in a year. And our prices double for everything in the stores. And, of course, this little teeny tiny country town, our grocery store carries some fine cuisine, truffle powder and stuff like that for the folks that come in out here around Diamond Lake to be able to continuously cook their high quality meals and stuff. So, and then when they're gone, the other 9 months out of the year, people go up there and say, "What's truffle powder? What's this? What's this?" Why do we have all these specialty sauces for $9, $10, $15, $20 a bottle? What do you use it for? Everyone's talking about sharing me. One was going to take my leg, one going to take my toes. I don't know. But, again, I want to apologize to everybody for me going on a rant when this all started. It's just been one of those evenings, finding out that there is no fixing our car. We're going to have to come up with the cash to buy a new car. And it's just one more thing that's just one more thing that's causing me to not be able to sleep. Of course, my parents are overly concerned now because not only are we looking at a car payment now, but we had to replace the furnace a couple months ago. That was $12,000 we didn't count on. So it's just one more stress and strain after losing the old channel, losing the few $100s I made a month on it. It just, it just came in, KG. I'll take a look at it after the stream. I'm sorry. You guys, I will attempt to be better. You guys don't deserve, everybody has their own problems. And you guys don't, you guys come in here to relax and enjoy yourselves and laugh and smile and forget about your problems. And then you have to listen to mine. So I'm sorry. I will try harder to not be such a Debbie Downer, during these streams. Well, I know, no worries, but I worry about it. I worry about it. I come in here, I do the live streams, I rant about stupid stuff, and then after the live stream's over, I'm just down the rest of the evening, and you guys don't deserve that. And I just wanted to apologize to y'all for it. I mean, you know, it just sucks that, you know, my wife has to work so hard to take care of me and herself and our daughter and her grandmother, even though her grandmother has an income. But, you know, right after she had her stroke, the kids talked her into signing them over as power of attorney to her finances. Took her out for the premise of going to eat dinner, and wound up taking her to a lawyer and getting power of attorney switched over to them. So we have no financial help in the house whatsoever, even though between grandpa's union payments and grandma's disability, she makes 3 times what Steph does in a month. So can't you get in trouble for that? Yes, she probably honestly could. I don't even know if I really want to look at that picture or not, because I know what kind of an ornery butt I'm dealing with when it comes to KG. So who knows? Dude, and do you need my email? Can't you get in trouble for that? And do you need my email? God, that coffee tastes awful good tonight. This live stream is not brought to you by International Delight Sweet Sweet Italian Cream. It's nummy. I was actually, when we got that, we were looking for Bailey's cream, but not in this town. The Lakers, as we call them, would prefer to actually use Bailey's. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, right. Okay, whatever. That's your story, and if you want to stick to it, you do it, girl. See, I don't mind hazelnut all that much, but Irish cream and sweet Italian cream are my favorites. The wife uses French vanilla. She makes her own coffee. I got her a coffee grinder 2 years ago for Christmas, and she grinds her own beans and stuff for espresso, and she makes iced coffee by the pitcher. But she puts French vanilla in hers when she makes it. Doggone, YouTube's hopping tonight. I'm getting all kinds of notifications popping up here, and there's another. That's 3 of them in less than 10 seconds. Caramel latte is great if you can find it around here. I actually look forward to Christmas time and Halloween time only because they bring in the, you know, like the pumpkin spice or peppermint bark or something like that, just so I can switch up flavors a little bit. They actually had a gingerbread out this year. It was very good. But after 1 bottle of it, I was ready to get back to my my sweet Italian cream. Yeah, pumpkin spice was excellent. Oh my God, it tasted just like pumpkin pie. Yeah, I'm not real big on French vanilla either, KG. I don't really like it that much at all. To me, it just tastes weird. If that's what French vanilla tastes like, I think I'll stick with American vanilla. Oh, goodness gracious. 3 minutes after 8 already. Huh, 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 huh. I can't stand vanilla. I can stand vanilla when I'm baking. And that's about the only time that I can do the vanilla thing. Sweet Italian cream. Crunchy. Had a couple coffee grounds in there. Yeah, now see, I like vanilla on my French toast as well. Um, that just kind of kicks up the French toast. Then again, a lot of times, um, depending on the mood I'm in, how much spare time I have, I'll make like French toast waffles or French toast pancakes. Ghost Tracers, what is up, my friend? Good to see you. Hope you're doing good this evening. You see it. This is what's up. Kicking back, doing our normal Monday, Wednesday, and Friday thing. got the brand new ghost kit set up today. I told you guys last week and a half ago, something like that, that somebody gifted me with a brand new hard case for all my equipment. I got it all set up today and organized and ready for the Tosi's investigation this weekend. Looks a little bit more professional than going in carrying everything in a soft case. I was actually quite impressed that I was able to do that. Everything fits in there like a jigsaw puzzle. I was kind of busy, but wanted to say that happened with my mom. She signs her house over to my brother, and my other brother was pissed, but I was helping her and keeping the house up. So they should be taking care of Grandma. Yeah, Steph and I are the sole caregivers to her. Like I said, she had just had the stroke. She'd only been out of the hospital like 3 or 4 days, and they they come to pick her up on the premise. They were taking her to dinner, and they took her to a lawyer and had themselves signed as power of attorney over her bank accounts. So that kind of put an end to any financial help here. It all fell on my wife and me up until I lost the old channel. which I was believe it or not, just that couple $100 a month was keeping her from keeping the wife from having to worry about me. It was taking care of my soda. It was taking care of stuff for the channel. It was taking care of my cigars. It was taking care of everything. And now it's all falling back on Steph again. So, hey, Jim, hope you're doing good tonight, bud. Sorry, had a way station. Doing the old truck driving thing, huh? Nothing beats waiting in line at a way station. Done being a housewife for the night. Good. It's after 8 o'clock. It's about time you get a chance to sit down. Well, you know, I'm just presuming that you're actually getting a chance to sit down. Yep, I had two uncles that drove ghost tracers. One of them I actually got to ride along with a couple times when I was real young, 12, 13 years old. I remember the way stations being open and having to sit in line waiting for DOT to get done doing everything they had to do and moving one man out so another man could come in. Finally kicking back, Jim. How about that? It's only been, what, a 16-hour day? You finally get a chance to kick back and relax? But if that's the case, Drew, she was not a sound mind, and we got a lawyer for my mom. A lawyer made sure my mom was a sound mind. Oh, yeah, it didn't matter to the lawyer. It didn't matter to the lawyer because that just, to him, that was grounds to make them in charge of the accounts and stuff because she couldn't manage it anymore. And yeah. And she's all the time saying, well, I can help with this. Well, I can help with that. And it's like, no, you can't. Not without getting their okay, you can't. And they aren't going to give it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That much. What do you do? What do you do? I mean, nobody wants the house. So when she goes, we're getting the house. And, you know, truth be known, we'll probably fix it up. And then when my mom and dad go, I get their house in Tennessee. So it's going to be a flip of the coin, which one we live in and which one we rent out. But by the grace of God, I got another 20 years before anything happens to my mom and dad. So I hope. Of course, Ghostorama in August is still a go. We are getting brand new t-shirts made. Hopefully we'll have them before the Tosi's investigation or no, before the next investigation. Well, I'm sure we'll have them before the next investigation. That's not till the end of April. Are you going to G Live? I had G Live last Friday night. He was the guest. Yeah, last Friday. Very good interview too. I really enjoyed G. I wish he didn't live so far away. I would love to. I'd love to actually get to spend some time with him and do some investigations with him. And watch over him and make sure he doesn't hurt himself anymore going out on the investigations. My neighbor that bought my dad's place just tore it all down. Going to be a racetrack for dirt. Wow. It's not by any chance backed up against your property, is it, Jim? Are you going to have to sit outside and listen to Thank you, Templar. Yeah, it was a really good one. This Friday night's going to be really good too. Chris and Dakota, they're a couple of cut ups. Of course, Chris, he's from Scotland. Fun dude to sit and talk to. Dakota, he's a crack up. Like I said, having them on, hopefully we'll draw in part of their crowd. They are on 45 different podcast platforms, plus Facebook, plus YouTube. So every time I'm on their show, there are literally thousands of people looking at my Poonam, and probably sitting there watching it with a trash can in their lap in case, woo. A few days ago, our hot water pipes froze. Our heater blower quit working. Let's say, is there any more? It's exactly how I feel sometimes. Going live tonight. I figured I think I got a notification earlier saying he was going live or going live in 30 minutes or something like that. Might even be live now. I don't know. 300 yards from me. No, guy's cool. He just wanted more land and a place to ride. As long as you and him get along and it's not going to annoy you, cool. You might even be able to take up a new hobby, Jim. Go out and buy a dirt bike and go riding on the track once in a while. Oh, yeah. I figured you probably did, Connie. I tried to buy the land back in my dad's, wanted to build a bridge across the creek, but too much. Understandable. I'm glad you told me that though before I undertook building a bridge to my son's island. He has a piece of property down by Muncie, Indiana, and there's a large inlet from the creek that basically forms a small lake on part of his property. He's got a little island just big enough for a gazebo and stuff like that on it. And he wants to build a bridge going out to the island so he could build a gazebo for his wife to sit on or sit underneath and read or whatever. And I'm glad you said something about it, building a bridge out there being too much, because he wants me to help him. I build houses, not bridges. No, it's late. Okay. All right. Yeah, I wasn't sure exactly when it was going to be. I know I got a notification earlier that he was going live, but I didn't know when. Money talks, BS like me walks. Yep. Yep. I don't handle BS very well. I try to shy away from it as much as possible. But then again, I've always considered myself a mushroom, kept in the dark and fed shit. Just want to sell everything here and go to West Virginia and finish it. I'm in Michigan. I'm in southwest Michigan, about 15 miles north of the Indiana line. Speaking of which, crap, I forgot my commercial. Or I forgot the commercial. So hold on for just a second. I'm going to blow through this commercial real quick, and I'll be right back.
Saturday, August 20th, 2022, coming to Hartford, Michigan at the Van Buren Poorhouse Museum, it's Ghost-O-Rama. Ghost-O-Rama is a one-of-a-kind event. It's a paranormal meet and greet / flea market / Comic-Con, car show, and much, much more. There'll be paranormal groups, the Ghostbusters, the Mystery Machine, spooky vendors, live band, ghost tour, Jurassic Park, killer cars, food truck, disc jockey, historical museum, kid haunted house, and much more. Van Buren County Historical Museum. That's right, out at 58471 Red Arrow Highway, Hartford, Michigan. 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's an outdoor market, which is free to the public. That's right. You heard me. It's open to the public. There'll be a museum tour, $5 per person. Also, from 9 to 11, a ghost tour, $20 per person. That's right. Ghost-O-Rama is hitting West Michigan Saturday, August 20th, 2022 at the Hartford Van Buren Poorhouse Museum. This is sponsored by Southern Michigan Paranormal's UnrestrictedRadio.com, the Great Lakes Ghostbuster Coalition, How to Halloween, Frankenfest, and the Midwest Parahistorical Society.
And we are back. It's going to be a great event. It's going to be a great event. We have had people from Wisconsin, Illinois, Kentucky, Ohio, Michigan, all getting a hold of us, trying to get trying to get information on it, how to set up a booth, all kinds of stuff. Maryland, that's where he's at, because one of my longtime friends, Lee McGinnis, that pops in here, another historical reenactor. He lives out in Maryland, about 45 minutes away from Gettysburg. So that's right. He's in Maryland. Because when Wolf Haunts started talking about making a trip over here to hang out, I asked if we were all going to get together. And when they found out I lived in Michigan, we figured it probably wasn't going to be the first trip. Maybe later on in the year, if she gets a chance to come back, then we'll find a way to get together somewhere. Maybe meet in the middle and do an investigation. I can't even go to Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. I'm 25 miles from it. Wow. Now, see, I'd like to go to Williamsburg, Colonial Williamsburg. Being a historian, being a historic reenactor, that is probably second to my cowboy era of my favorite time period in history. I would love to don the outfit and go spend a day or even a weekend in Colonial Williamsburg. Maybe someday. When we have 100,000 subscribers and we get remonetized here at the channel and everything, and I can actually start affording to travel a little bit and come to the different locations and do investigations with different people, or visit some of the subscribers and stuff that want me to come and visit, then maybe I'll make it out that way. Who knows? It's one of my goals. Oh, let me see here. Oh, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. We have like the commercial says, there's bands playing. We're going to have a car show, different television cars and movie cars there. We've got the kids games and stuff. Of course, I've told you guys I'm planning on taking some of my videos, some of Tommy Amongst the Tombstones, some of Randy's Real Paranormal, burning them all to DVD. And we have a 65-inch TV in my daughter's room that won't log on to our Wi-Fi. So I'm going to take that along with us, plug the VCR into it, and just play the videos the entire 10 hours that we're at that Ghostorama, for folks to see what we do. Oh, it's going to be an interesting little show. It's going to be real fun. Hopefully that's not the first. I know there's a couple more conventions coming up earlier in the year that I'd like to get to. So my sister was down there, brought me a book back called The Ghosts of Williamsburg. It's supposed to be very haunted. It's supposed to be very haunted. There's a lot of stories about Williamsburg. That's the other reason I'd like to go there. Secrets out, cat's out of the hat. Now y'all know. It's not as much. It's 50% history and 50% para-history. Maybe someday. Oh, So, here it is. It's almost Thursday. The weekend is falling in on us really, really fast. Does anybody have any plans this weekend? Weather's supposed to be nice in this area. I don't know what it's going to be like where you guys are at, but it's supposed to be nice here. Does anybody else have any plans this weekend? Anything they plan on doing? Sorry, muscle spasm in my hand. Kind of hurt. Can't afford to do anything. At least not anything that makes you have to drive to it. My God, I cannot. I can't believe the gas thing. It just blows me away. Nope, don't go anywhere. Just sit at home mostly. Honey, that's all I do. That's all I do. Like I said, I actually got to go uptown with the wife, go into town. I mean, we drove out to Dollar General, Family Dollar, so we went a mile down the road. Went to the grocery store, which is 3 blocks up the road, and came back home. So that's the first time I've been out in 3 days. My son dropped his Honda downtown Jamestown settlement and cracked the frame. Wow. Work on Saturday, off Sunday, supposed to rain, but get up to 68 degrees. Very cool. Very cool. $4.29 for premium gas, $3.59 regular. I think we're, like I said earlier in the stream, I think we're about 20 cents more on the gallon for regular. Somewhere between 10 and 20 cents more on the gallon, unless it's gone down. I don't know. I don't know. It's gonna be cold here again. Snow possible. They were talking snow tonight, Connie, and like I said, we're still sitting moderately warm right now. And well, maybe not. It's dropped almost 10 degrees since I started this stream an hour and a half ago. We might wind up getting snow tonight. Yeah, cracked frame, not a good thing. Just playing on a wood bridge and it slid. Shh, doggone. Hey, Richie, good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing good tonight. I welded it, but it won't pass inspection. Patty, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Glad you could join us tonight. Hope you're doing well. According to the State of the Union, we got best economy and best president ever. I refuse to speak about politics. I will speak about historic politics. I will not speak about modern politics. I don't care how much Brasso you put on a turd. I don't care how much you shine it up. When we actually get a presidential candidate that is not a turd or a douche sandwich, then I might start to care a little bit more. But nope. The future's so bright. We need shades. maybe to shade the blast exactly. Future's so bright, I gotta wear shades. I gotta wear shades. Man, I cannot believe we have got less than a half hour left already. And I thought this morning blew by fast. Then again, maybe if I wouldn't have ranted and raved for the first 10 minutes of this thing, after the first 10 minutes of that, trying to get the computer started up again so I could actually read the chat, it probably would have seemed longer. Gas is $3.55 here for unleaded. For a grade up which we burn in the Escalade, $3.85. What do you do? I mean, you know, Tony said it. We live in America. The economy's great. President's great. Government's great. Flag is great. The little white-headed bird is great. It's all great. FEMA said in case of a nuclear blast, make sure you have a mask on. FEMA said that, huh? FEMA also said we need 10,000 of those trailers right there for the people that the hurricane dishoused and stuff like that. And I was in one of the factories making those little trailers. And well, needless to say, not counting the 3,000 of them they placed in the Arizona desert that started to sink into the sand, my personal favorite was the $5,000 FEMA trailers for sale on eBay when they were free to the people getting them. So, yeah, I wouldn't exactly follow FEMA's lead on much. Nope, there's not much you can do. You know, the last time I heard the government worked for the people, or the government answered to the people didn't answer to the government. And it's that way everywhere in the world. Which is why right now you've got millions of Russian citizens that are screaming at their leader because of his actions. You've got the rest of the world screaming at everybody else because of inaction. So what are you going to do? We need 20 million for the illegals. Concerning masks, they can, you know, them. Can't wait for your next investigation. Yeah, Ghost Tracers, our next investigation is going to be this Saturday night. It's going to be at Tosi's Italian Restaurant in Stevensville, Michigan. That place has got a long history. They've actually, and one of our team members' aunt and uncle owns that place. And when she mentioned that she had joined a group of paranormal investigators, they went hog wild. They wanted us to come in just as quickly as we can and do an investigation of the location. The uncle actually has security camera footage of an apparition in the kitchen area. I don't, from last year, I guess. Late at night after the place was closed down, they picked a full body apparition going through the kitchen, and she's trying, got a hold of her uncle, and he is trying to find the right tape to get us the footage so we can actually have it in our videos. But one of the stories of that location was the original people that started it, the Tosi family. The grandmother Tosi lived right next door to the restaurant. And after she passed away, some other people moved into the house. Supposedly, according to stories, the husband and wife got into a fight one night, and he killed her and stuffed her up the chimney. Of course, you know, they weren't using the fireplace anymore. It had a modern heating system in it. So that's just one of the stories of the place. They have got they have picked up noises on security camera. They have picked up things being dropped or knocked over, voices, humming, all kinds of stuff. So it's going to be a very unique investigation, I think. Shove those masks up there. You know what? She was making blueberry pancakes. That video with the soul sitting up and floating up is cool. Yeah. I actually had one of those on one of my previous videos of haunted hauntings caught on tape. Had the body laying there on the gurney, getting ready to move down to the morgue, and just all of a sudden you see the soul set up and just start to move up towards the ceiling and vanish. That's eerie stuff, man. I'll tell you what, I've never been lucky enough to get that kind of stuff, but I'm determined. One of these days I'm going to get it. If I got to sit in the morgue with a person for hours, I'm going to get it. Missed my dad because I was sleeping. And of course, Tosi's is going to treat us right. Kennedy's dad, I guess, is planning on making us a variety of pastas and breads to sit down and gnaw on before and during the investigation. They're treating us right, and we really appreciate their hospitality and how they've welcomed us in. Of course, Mark and I, probably Tommy, will all get there earlier than the investigation starts to get a chance to talk to a few of them, maybe get a couple interviews in, and see what we can do. There's Jenny. Hi, Jenny. That's my wife's sister, guys. Jenny Crowfoot down there. Yep, I said gnaw on. He's up there molesting. There's a horn dog. Well, at least we know where you got it at, Jim. What's up, sis? Glad you finally had a chance to come in and hang out a little bit. Show this up here again. We are down to about 17 minutes, guys and gals. I don't understand how time flies like this. I sit here all day long, bored off my Watusi, waiting to start these live streams. I come in here and that quick, they're done and over with. I got to wait 2 more days. And no, I'm not doing them 5 days a week. I spend more than enough time in here between 6 live streams, 3 videos, and an investigation. I spend more than enough time in this teeny tiny little shoebox I call a studio. I hate feeling like I neglect my wife. And when I spend more time at work than I do with her, I'm neglecting her. That woman bust her ass for me. The least I can do is spend some time with her. At least it's your mom keeping each company. You know. Yeah, I like my little Slimer. I like my little Slimer. One of these days, Jenny, you'll have to bring the boys out when I'm with Danny and the rest of the guys from Kalamazoo Ghostbusters doing a show or something somewhere. I think they'd probably get a kick out of all the Ghostbusters. We have one girl that actually built the RC ghost trap. I don't think I have the video on this channel. It was on the old channel of when we did the debut or the premiere of the new movie at the theater up in Kalamazoo, and she was driving it all over the theater, popping the top open, lighting up, making all the sounds, shutting back, take off, driving around and stuff. And of course, you know, when we do the premieres in the hospitals and stuff like that, we of course have, you know, the life-size Slimer there. They've got one of the terror dogs, life-size, that they bring out and set up. No, I don't mean actually bring them out to an investigation. I mean when we're dressed up in the Ghostbuster outfits, doing a show or something at a mall or a convention or something like that. That's what I'm talking about. I know you won't. I know I'll never get you to an investigation with me. I'd have to drug you up and duct tape you to a dolly to actually get you to an investigation, and somehow you'd find a way to still run out of that place. So I'm not even going to try that. Poor dad, he had 2 women die of cancer. He was going to marry. He went through some bullshit too. Sadly enough. Stick to your investigations and live streams. Cole loved Ghostbusters. Very cool. Very cool. And you know, I got my own set of little toys and stuff like that that makes life fun, you know. Tell your sister hi. When she gets back from her mom's, I will do that. I will do that. You take care of yourself, sweetie. Don't be a stranger. She's off tomorrow and Friday, so you're more than welcome to come over and hang out. Yeah, I've actually got a bunch of videos saved um, here on YouTube in a private folder that shows me how to make a lot of the equipment and stuff to take out to the to take out to some of the shows and stuff, the ghost traps and how, you know, all the wiring to do on them to make them light up, make noise, make smoke, everything like that. Now, if I had a small machine shop, I could do all that. Actually, I could do all that stuff and sell it. Even shows you how to make the proton packs and everything. I had a good lead on one of the big, the nice $300 proton packs for less than $100. But you know, you guys know how the money situation is, so that's kind of on the back burner, like way back on the back burner. Like so far back, I don't even see it anymore. I got a question. How do you do your countdown thing with the pictures? Very easy. I use the same program to do it that I use to edit my videos that I put up on here. I just basically go onto YouTube and I download a countdown, and like let's say it's a 50-second countdown. I'll go 5, 6, 7 seconds into it, cut it, and I'll throw in some pictures or throw in some text, and then I'll do another 5, 6, 7 second clip of the countdown, and I keep going down that way. It's just simple editing, the same as you edit clips to do it, put a video together. Sounds like we're on the same burner. Yeah. There's a lot of people on that burner. And sadly enough, the only thing that's getting burnt are their biscuits. After my ankle business, I'm going to try to upload some content. Cool. I look forward to that. It was a long last 20 years, except for us being near. At least he had you guys near, Jim. That's what worries me about my mom and dad. You know, my dad's 82 years old now, and scares the hell out of me. Scares the hell out of me. He's already outlived his own dad by 7 years. And it scares the hell out of me with my daddy being 900 miles away. He's my hero. And, you know, we were 800 miles away when my grandfather passed away. So at least you were close by your dad. Truth be known, I think that's another reason why my wife is so intent on finding a newer car, So if something did happen in the dead of night, we could throw suitcases in the back and be gone in a matter of about 15 minutes and not have to worry about whether or not the car is going to make it to Tennessee or anything else. Sleeping in a recliner beside him when he died. I don't envy you for that. I don't know if I could do that or not. I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I could be right next to him. You know, they say that the best paranormal investigator is one that stays somewhat skeptical. But even when we done that funeral last weekend or 2 weekends ago, I had my K2 meter in my pocket. And that thing was going crazy, especially when people started to sing. It was a very enlightening situation. I kept pulling it out of my pocket and pointing, getting my wife's attention and showing it to her, and her eyes would get great big. She says, "We'll talk about it later. Put that thing up before it goes off the scale and starts making noise." Second surgery on my right ankle. I'm on the Midland. Can't wait until I start physical therapy. That's why I missed the soul rise. Damn it, I wanted to see him. Sometimes you can, Jim, and sometimes you can't. That's the sad thing about it. There are times, you know, people are sitting right there and they don't see anything. Somebody else in the room could see almost like a shadow in a corner somewhere looking down on everybody. Sometimes people don't see anything. It sounds like you were pretty close to your dad, so you might have. But he went in his sleep. He went quietly in his sleep. And I don't think there's a greater way to go than quietly into the night. Yeah, exactly, Connie. But regardless of whether you were sleeping or awake, um, he knew you were there. He knew you were there. Ever seen the $20 chef? He's funny. Just did a vid. No, I've never seen him before. I think I'll keep him secretly to myself because my wife is always looking to try out new recipes, and it scares me. Even though most of them turn out, 99.975 of them turn out pretty doggone good. That's what I did. Stayed in the same hospital room as my dad for his last days after we took him off the oxygen. He was sleeping at the time also. All he wanted was to die at home, and he knew I got him home. Gave him what he wanted, bud. I think he was very, very happy when he looked down and seen you sitting there and seen he was in his own home. I would say he was very, very pleased. Very pleased. I swear I'm not mandatory carry. I also lie a lot. What's up, Carrie? Good to see you, bud. Let it roll. Want to see Resident Alien. You know, I've not had a chance to watch that bloody show yet because it's on one of the channels you have to pay for. So I've not got a chance to watch it yet, which kind of upsets me because I love Alan Tudyk. I liked him on Firefly. I've liked him on everything he's ever been in. Hey, Brandy. Hope you're having a good evening. We're just getting ready to walk out the door. We got a little bit less than a minute left. So hope you're doing well this evening. Of course, you know, we'll be back on again, like I said, Friday morning for morning coffee and chat. And then Friday night, we are going to have Chris and Dakota on here from Bald and Bonkers. And we're just going to have a good old time talking about anything and everything supernatural. All right, Jim, you take care. Brandy, have a good evening, honey. Have a good couple days. We'll catch you on Friday. Everybody else, thanks for coming in and hanging out and listening to me rant and rave at the beginning of the live stream. Again, I'm sorry for that, and I will do my best to be better for you guys in the near future. But until Friday, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. I might have Carrie. I haven't looked at Instagram for a few days. I'll look and see. But everybody take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. God bless you. God love you. I do. We'll catch you Friday morning. See y'all later.